decides if you're in the clan, if you get kicked out. We heard that in one of their interviews before, so you should better check that out. But she will lead the first attack of her clan. Let's see what it is.
It's another Bat Dragon hit right off the bat. Spells getting deployed right out that right side compartment there to get a ton of those structures down. Unfortunately, that takes a lot of spell power though, and it's only going to leave the rest of this attack with 2 free spells and maybe 1 more clump of bats to pick out on.
Interesting that Sylvia left 1 bat spell behind. I'm not sure the strategy behind that, but it does take extremely fast fingers. In fact, they were showing me this morning how to do it. They're using the deployment, that new double deployment where the bar is shorter, the spells are slightly larger. 1 finger to deploy, 1 finger to select, and as fast as they possibly can. First the rage, then the freeze, then all of the bat spells.
While those heroes up the top side are going to get a few of those trash buildings cleared out, the main phase of this attack is coming in now toward the bottom right, going straight for that town hall. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That thing is going down, but will she be able to claim 100%? Can these dragons do it, Gally?
Absolutely, it's a possibility, but it was a great funneling right there, and absolutely, again, going for that safe 2-star after the town hall early, making sure, and sure enough, Sylvia has the 2, obviously trying to stretch this out with 1 more bat, 1 more freeze spell. There's the freeze, beautiful on 2 defenses and the Archer Queen.
Could expect to see that bat spell used to distract the Archer Queen, but instead she's gonna keep on holding on to it, uses that Grand Warden ability to keep the dragons nice and healthy as she keeps on moving. Oh, it's the bat spell on the Inferno!
On a single target Inferno! Gotta love it. They know this is going to clinch the 3-star right here, and that's great because that obviously is going to be saving those dragons, and pretty much an overwhelming triple there, Woody.
A crushing hit. Those heroes were even still alive there at the end. Very well done to the #1 attacker from Now Dao.
Like, the lights are out already. These guys are still going strong. They're still sitting there discussing their strategies, and let's hope that at least for Yang, it now pays off, and it will be 3 stars.
And maybe just playing a bit of Brawl Stars in between those sessions.
Very
get a little bit of steam off every once in a while.
All right, so next up, we've got number 14. They call him Yi. You can see it's YYNNNN, which is what most of the...
Yang, right?
That's Yang, yeah.
Is it Yang?
Yeah.
Yang, I'm sorry, Yang, I got it wrong. Okay, it's Yang, not Yi. YYNNNN, it threw me off. Because that's what most of his attackers say. They're like, yes, yes, no, 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 no! As he crushes with the 3-star.
Moving in hot. We're going to be seeing mass miners in this raid. They're kind of similar to Hog Riders in the way that they go about a big ground force to spread out.
Exactly. They don't deal with walls.
Yeah.
They go under instead of over. Very similar. And of course, you've got that ability to kind of dodge the town hall when it turns into the Giga Bomb. Right here, Archer Queen. She's going to have to deal with a couple of dragons before she gets to the town hall, though.
Yikes. Well, at least they're poisoned up and slowed down a bit. I'm not even sure if they got more than 1 hit off against her. And with the healers keeping her nice and healthy, I think that YNNN is going to have a good chance at starting with the 1st star and go for 2 now.
It's YYNNN. Okay, on the left-hand side, here comes your Barb King, and that means we're going to see miners right there, right after that multi-target Inferno. You see that perfect funneling. Again, narrow path. That way you know where the heal spell needs to go. Check out the jump spell as well for the Archer Queen, trying to get her in maybe after that in the Eagle Artillery, Woody.
This is a bit of an interesting deployment strategy. Yang is actually keeping all 3 of his heroes separated this time. That Archer Queen at the center popping down a lot of crucial key to defensive structures, and just as soon as she gets a bit distracted by some of these other buildings, the miners come in to join her. She'll have a little bit of a shield out in front of her, and the Barbarian King on the backside is cleaning up a lot of the trash buildings. I think we're on our way to 3 stars, potentially.
I was really hoping the Queen would go a little bit earlier to the Eagle Artillery. She's finally headed over there, and generally that's what you're going to see. The Warden is going to escort the miners, the Barb King's going to funnel on one side, then the Archer Queen's going to go in after those key defenses. Right now it's the remaining Teslas, the single target Inferno, and she doesn't have her ability, so we're about to lose the Queen for good.
Can the Grand Warden reach her?
He's down. Yep, so we lost
Might have
that
been able
Queen.
to use that ability a little bit sooner to keep her up, but he's going to hold on to it a bit longer just in case there's some big splash damage up in the top section.
How many miners, Woody? How many miners? It's hard to tell. Maybe a dozen,
plenty.
12, 13, 29,000. It's always hard to tell, except for
Plenty
there's
of
a Warden ability, and that's going to save the King. He's going to try to get outside that single target. Oh, no, he's going to get fried. And
well,
now the miners.
I think we still have enough miners. We got a few wizards on the outside.
It's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell, but there's only really those 2 defenses that can stop him. Plenty of time right now. 3 structures left. Gotta love it. Here
Keep
it comes.
it up. Get that last one. Hammer it away.
Beautiful.
Shovel it away. Whatever you got to do to get rid of that Dark Elixir
man, I
storage.
was really afraid there for a minute that Yang had It happens.
It happens. Galadon says it happens to everyone.
I've done it before.
Just never to Galadon. I wanted to say you never did, and then you.
I believe I've once starred in CWL, and it's tough. I mean, that's why we talked about, and we've talked about that every season, the idea of going for the safe 2. That's really the primary goal of most of these attackers. And I think that once we get to Champion 1, we're going to see even more pressure mounted on these players, as they really are going to have to count on multiple 3 stars to stay at the top of the leagues.
Next attackers, Jason is letting that Archer Queen take a little bit of fire as these balloons soak into that top compartment and wipe away the remaining defenses up there. Stone Slammer going to get some value as well. Unfortunately, it can't benefit from that haste spell, but those balloons sure can.
Yep, and they're going to get right in on that multi-target Inferno, take it out of the way early. Lots of splash damage from that defending clan castle, though. Woody, is that 2 baby dragons and a full-size dragon? They've made quick work of those loons.
They sure did, but I think this Archer Queen's going to be able to stand up against them, and that means that the next phase of the attack is going to be starting up shortly. Something I've noticed about this base, Galadon, is that there's a lot of kind of trash buildings and just weird, unprotected defenses out the right side. Instead, the defender is just going hard on this bottom left, hoping that this bastion of defense will be able to keep these Lava Hounds away, but I think Jason's off to a fantastic start. He's picked off a lot of them key structures, and it's still going strong.
Right, but notice all of the air defenses are still up. The Eagle Artillery is still up. 2 Inferno Towers, and of course the key defense, the Town Hall itself, all still stand. And that's a lot of horsepower behind this base. Archer Queen is going to finish up on the right-hand side, and now notice only half the base is left. So it's a lava balloon to a half a base.
And swooping in from the top left now, going for a bit more safe of a deployment here. He'll be targeting that Town Hall very shortly, and we'll just hope that that Archer Queen can clean up the rest of the air targeting defenses out the bottom right side. Unfortunately, she's going to go down, but this Tornado Trap could spell trouble for the raid. These balloons getting slowed down quite a bit.
Big delay, but another air defense goes down. Haste after it. The balloons, oh, there was a Tesla on the outside. I don't think that Jason had planned on that. That dragged about 8 balloons way off. But check out that haste spell now as the Inferno, oh, beautiful. Look at them just go one after the other after the other.
Keep going, keep going. That's the last air defense down. Oh,
there's
one
more.
There's still one up there in the top center.
Oh,
Somehow they just forgot about that one.
Watch him use the haste spell again. Here we go. Cross the haste spell. Got to race over there. Oh, it goes down to the Warden ahead of the balloons because the Warden was trying to assist the balloons. Remember how the Warden assists? The balloons had attacked, they had targeted that air defense, but they had not yet attacked it. The Warden's like, I got this. He takes that down. For once, he kind of shines. Instead of the follower, he's a leader. And now it looks like we've led the way to 3 stars, Woody.
Yeah, I hate to call it early, but I think that this is going to be a clean 3-star finish. Nice spread out of these troops at the very end, ensures that the balloons have just enough targets to take down this one little minion gun and clutch up at the top.
Plenty of time for those, even the loons to get there. You've got the lava pups and the minions, and beautiful. Jason celebrating with another 3-star. Look at those guys.
You can't stop him. Put 3 more down, and that's going to be another solid lead for Mao Dao.
We nearly never see it being completely wrong, but believe us, that is a hard job. Not easy at all. And next up will be Lala. See if there's more of that. Great and awesome placement.
Quick
Mao
look.
Dao is ahead of their opponents right now. Oh, hang on. Is that El Primo?
That's El Primo. I'm so excited right now. There's an El Primo in this attack. Gotta love it. But I'm sorry, Woody. Yep, you're right. They're ahead.
Yeah, they're ahead.
Their lead.
Their opponents, loosely translated as Return of the King, have only been able to get 2 stars per hit so far. Mao Dao with 3 star hits to their name is actually ahead even before this attack began. Let's see if Lala can keep the pressure up though and ensure a victory. We can definitely expect Return of the King to probably close out with another 2 attacks or 2 stars per hit, probably around
at least. At least. And now check out the entry right here as this Archer Queen is going to dive into this base. Obviously now she can reach that multi-target Inferno. She can reach the defending Archer Queen. She can go after the Eagle Artillery, all from within the enclosure that she's in right now. And in comes the Stone Slammer, causing damage, dropping like a hammer.
Poison spell right on those CC troops. Actually misses one of the witches, and that could cause a little bit of trouble for this queen. She's able to pop them down pretty quickly and finally makes it to the last enemy. No jump spell for her left in this composition, but she can reach that Eagle Artillery. And
but look at the Stone Slammer. It's a bad mamma jamma. All the way down to the Town Hall, going to deploy right there on that Town Hall. And I'm telling you right there, you could not cram any more troops into the bottom of this base as the balloons move in. I realize that one was really bad. That's okay. Balloons move in. 2nd star Town Hall goes down.
Whamma bamma. Those balloons are not having it today. Tornado Trap trying to suck them all in, but they are floating high and far away. That Archer Queen still at full hit points as well, is right in the main compartment of this base and is tearing down these air targeting defenses. Haste spells keeping the balloons close to their enemies, and I think this is going to be 3, Galley.
Looking good. Archer Queen on those last 2 expos. Look at the balloons of the haste spell. Another haste spell. They're going to blast to the right-hand side first. That's just fine, though, because Lala knows that he's got more than enough troops to wrap up the 3. The Archer Queen's going to go over here, smash this air defense, and it's all over but the crying.
So much time left. Still another balloon in the army composition. You think he's going to hold on to that, or is
Swagloon?
Swagloon somewhere?
Gotta love it right there. Lala absolutely not singing a Christmas carol of happiness. Stars is seeing stars. 3 of them.
La 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 la. What's their victory lap going to look like here with Pekin?
I'm telling you, they have just been dominant so far, and we're going to watch Pekin, the last attacker of the day, 15th attack, and again, 32 stars, but they were up against a very serious clan. These guys did not misstep. Look at 15 attacks and 30 stars. For almost any clan, that is considered a success, but for Mao Do, they're always striving for the 3, this time again with Bat Dragon one more time.
A glorious free spell right in there, unfortunately taking a bit of damage from that air bomb, but taking out also another air defense and going after the eagle now? What is going on? These bats cannot be stopped!
Look at them go. They take out the eagle. They're going to work on that Inferno Tower as well.
Wow.
That was huge value right there from that Bat Dragon. 38% of this base down, as well as the heroes are starting to work. And now, again, you've got 11 dragons to try to come in and take out just over half this base.
I don't know if I can imagine dragons not being able to finish this thing off. It does look a bit dicey with this multi-target Inferno. And why would you send the dragon after the elixir?
Well, imagine those dragons moving in. The lightning and the thunder from these dragons on the right-hand side is just overwhelming. You got a Tesla farm in there. Here comes the Stone Slammer. Again, talk about a safe 2-star. Bottom of your screen, the Stone Slammer is coming in and is pretty much guaranteeing a victory against that Town Hall for the 2nd star. Notice also, was that an earthquake spell? No, that's just the damage. That's just the earthquake caused by the Stone Slammer that wiped out that Town Hall.
It does not go down easily, and even when it does, it shakes the whole arena. This Barbarian King doing some fantastic cleanup work on the outside as these dragons are facing very little resistance for the remainder of the space.
Look how relaxed Pekin looks. He's like sitting back. He's on his phone. He's like, yeah, he's got a little shout out there for somebody as he's getting ready to completely crush this base.
This is my face whenever I get 3-starred by Bat Dragon.
That's what he just did right now. He's like, yeah, you know, another triple. Wow, your cleanup hitter, your last batter up.